excited to be here with you. My name is Lee. I am a stay-at-home mom of four. I'm just getting things set up here. I am going live in two different places at once. If you see me bouncing back and forth, that is why. I'm going to hit this last button here and we are pretty much ready to go. So let me know while I'm getting everything set up where you are from. I would love to know where you're tuning in from, where you're joining us from. I am from Washington State. I am on the West Coast. It is still early here. My kids are asleep, but that is what I love about this business that I'm going to be talking about and this passive income stream because I'm able to do it around my family schedule. I'm able to get actually most of it done during, before they're even up for the day. 90% of my work will be done. And then I have the rest of the day to, enjoy the day, spend time with my kids. I get to take my kids to school this morning, get to pick them up at pickup, and to have that flexibility, to have that time. I had a sick kid yesterday on the very first day of school, which is like, if I had a job, if I had to go and ask for a boss for time off, then, that's one thing, but I don't because I have this passive income stream. I have a way to be able to provide for my family from home. So I get to be my own boss. I don't have to ask for time off when I have a sick kid. So it has been amazing for me. So go ahead and let me know in the comments where you are from. Again, I am in Washington State. It is still early here. And my name is Lee, for those of you who are just coming through. And I am a stay-at-home mom of four. I've got three that just started back to school, and then my littlest one is home with me. But I'm excited that I get to spend the day with her by myself. I get to, play. She just got a brand new kitchen. I get to play kitchen with her because I have this passive income stream that is out there working for me. So I'm going to be talking today about what that 2-hour workday looks like, because this is what passive income is all about. It's about getting you that time freedom back in your life. It's about putting time back in your day, because a lot of things out there, if you're working a job, you're getting paid by the hour. You're getting paid by the time that you put in. You have to clock into that job, right? And then at the end of the day, you clock out. It doesn't really matter. A lot of times what you do during that day, you could just, talk, go hang out at the water cooler, coffee machine, whatever that is. But when you have your own business, you have that flexibility, your own boss, but you also need to be focused. And so this is where that 2-hour in, because during this 2-hour workday, you're focusing on income earning activities, and then you have a system set up in the background that is doing the work for you, that is out there on the internet, that is living on 24/7, that is doing that bulk of the heavy work for you when you're not physically present, when you're not actively working. And so this is how passive income streams work, is by having some sort of automation system that's running in the background that's making you money when you're not working. This is how people who follow this blueprint, this is how I have been able to bring in money, $900, $600, $300 at a time when I've been, out with my family. We've been out eating ice cream. I've been, maybe taking a nap on the couch and have money coming in. This is what, this is why the beauty of passive income and having a passive income stream in your life. The other reason that I love passive income and am passionate about talking about this is it not only gets you your time back, but it's also extremely scalable. So scalable as in you don't have to put in more time in order to make more money. And that's how it is with a lot of things out there, especially if you're coming from a side hustle background like me. I had to, if I wanted to make more money, I had to put in more time. I had to do more things. I had to put in more effort. And that might be the same way. If you're from a side hustle background, if you've been working that side hustle, if you want to make more money, if you want to say double your income, the only really way to get there is to double your efforts, right? Double the time that you're putting in. And so with a passive income stream, it's actually very scalable, especially with when you have a digital product like what I'm going to be sharing with you today. When you have something that's digital, it breaks you free from so many constraints, so many restraints that are holding you back. So it breaks you free from having to be, constantly getting new inventory, having that cost of goods that goes with a physical item. It also breaks you free of, having to ship and having to continually putting things out the door, of having items shipped. And so when you have a digital product to be able to offer, you can actually sell that same item over and over and over again. And there's no cost of goods with digital products, right? There's no like, it's not a physical, tangible item. And that might be a hard concept for a lot of people to understand if you're coming from a physical world. Maybe you've been in an MLM, whatever that is that you were selling. Maybe you were hand making things for Etsy. And this might be a little bit harder concept when something's digital, when it's something that you can't see, but it's actually the biggest industry that is out there right now. And billions of dollars a day are being spent in this industry. It's at 1.2 billion per day, and it's set to massively grow. That is the biggest industry right now, but it's at 1.2. It's set to hit $3 billion per day by 2027. And that's billion with a B. So I want you to understand like the power that is that I'm going to be sharing with you today, of having a digital product in this space, in this massive industry, billions of dollars a day industry, and having a passive way to make money from that. Again, my name is Lee. For those of you who are just hopping on here, I'm a stay-at-home mom of four, and I'm going to be sharing with you about the 2-hour workday and about having a passive income stream with digital products. So you can go here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there. This is my website, where I'm going to be able to get you all of those details about exactly how this works. So if you have to hop off here early, if you're like, okay, yeah, I want to get started, I want a step-by-step blueprint, I want to be able to have something to follow along with, you're going to go here to my website and put in your email. That way I'm going to be able to send you all of the details about this. I'm also going to get you my guide, where I break down how to make $10,000 in the next 30 days. You do not need tech experience. You do not need a following. You do not need, prior experience in an online business to, be successful with this, to see $10,000 months. And so I'm going to break exactly, how that works down in the guide for you. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to find all of that there. So I'm going to go ahead and break this 2-hour workday down for you with passive income, with having an automation system that's out there working for you, and with having, lost my train of thought there, with having digital products that are in a highly in demand niche. So with the 2-hour workday, this is essentially possible because you have an automation system that is out there working for you. So with this automation system, this is a website where you can send people to, but then there's also an auto respond email, where one email will go out a day later, another email will go out, another email will go out another day later. This is your automations. This is where companies are spending their money, because it's what brings in sales. This is true for, Microsoft is true. Like when you go to the grocery store and they want you to put in your phone number, or you go to, wherever that is, everybody's always wanting your phone number. That is because, not your phone number, your email. That is because that gets you into an automation system, and that businesses know that's where their sales come from. That is where the money is at, in having those automations, having an email list, because that is out there working for you around the clock. That is out there working for you 24/7. So with the automations, what I am sharing with you, the blueprint that I'm sharing with you, you actually get these automations. Because if you're like me, you hate tech, and you're like, okay, I don't even know what these automation things are. I would have no idea, like email auto respond, like what is that? These are actually all done for you, so that you don't have to, come up with how to build it. You don't have to come up with the tech behind it. You don't have to come up with what to say, but these are, already done for you. This is a proven system, and it's highly converting. So we have 1 in 20 people who are going through this, who are learning about this across our community. On average, 1 in 20 are saying, yes, this is an extremely highly converting sales funnel. So you may have not heard that term, sales funnel, but it's the same thing. It's that website that's going to collect emails, and then it's an automation system behind that, where as soon as that email is put in, as soon as the email is put in on the website, then your potential customers are going to start hearing about the program. They're going to start hearing about the products, and they're going to be able to choose for themselves. And you know what this means is that you don't have to go and chase customers. It means you don't have to be that person that's constantly bugging friends and family, who's constantly like wanting to host parties, or trying to sell the next best thing. It means that you have a website that is out there that is doing the work for you. So it makes it completely rejection free. You don't ever have to hear the word no. If you're coming in from an MLM background, if you've been, in network marketing, you have probably been told that you need to go for the no, that you have to hear no. Like, you have to go down your list and get so many no's because before somebody's going to say yes, right? You have to experience that rejection. With this, with having a website and an automation system that's out there working for you, it is 100% rejection free, because you're not having to, do that hands-on. You're not having to be on the phone. You're not having to be in DMs and communicating with people. The automation system is doing the work for you, and people are able to choose for themselves. Okay, either like, this isn't for me, or yes, it's for me. And yes, I want to have a 2-hour workday. Yes, I want to get started with creating life-changing income for my family. Yes, I want to get started learning how to make $900 a day. I want to learn attraction marketing. I want to have an automation system that's out there like this working for me. And so they're going to be able to choose for themselves. And if they say no, like if they, they can click away from the website, they can unsubscribe from emails. I don't ever have to know about that. I don't ever, have to have that rejection. And then the flip side of that is 1 in 20 people who are going through this, which is an amazing, like incredibly high conversion. 1 in 20 people who are going through these done for me automations are saying yes. And so with these, you might be going, okay, like, what is it that, you're selling? I already mentioned that this is in the biggest industry out there. This is the e-learning industry. Before I move on, though, this automation system, this is what allows you to have this 2-hour workday and bring in $900 sales just putting in 2 hours a day. So I want to be clear, like, you do have work, you do have some, income earning activities that you need to do each day, but this power behind it is the automations, because those are working in the background for you. That's what's going to be bringing in those sales, $900, $600, $300 at a time. And so again, all of these, to move on, these are all products that are in the e-learning industry. This is a $1 billion a day industry, set to triple over the next few years. It's going to hit 3 billion. This is projected by 2027 to hit $3 billion per day. And if you think about it, when was the last time that you bought something online? Like, you buy things online all the time, right? If I asked you, hey, did you buy something in the last month? Yes. If you bought something in the last week, probably yes. Like, everything in our world is going online, and most of it is through an automated system. Even Amazon, when you go and buy from Amazon, they've got an automated system behind the scenes that is fulfilling those orders and getting you those shipments. And so with these products, though, these are all digital products. Again, this gets you out of so many things. It gets you out of cost of goods, because you don't have, product costs associated when you have a digital product that you're offering. But it also gets you out of things like shipping. Like, I have shipped, coming from my background, I have shipped pretty much every day for the last 7 years. So when I'm like, I can have digital products and not have to ship, like, that is amazing, because shipping for me has not been one of the more fun parts of what I have done in the previous few years. So with digital products, again, these are all billion. This is billion with a B, not million. Billions of dollars a day that are being spent in this industry. People are flocking like in droves to learn the skills to make money online. They're flocking to take courses, to have programs that are going to teach them the skills from the comfort of their home, to not have to go somewhere, right? That is why this industry is blossoming so much. That is why it is massively growing, is because People want that freedom in their lives. They want to learn how to make money from home. They want to learn from home. They want to learn how to be their own boss and to not have to be tied down to a 9 to 5, to not have to be a slave to their boss for, the next 40 years, because so many people, they're living that life. They're tied down to that job where they're going to slave away for the next 40 years, and what? To just get the bills paid, to just make it through the month, to have even maybe stress and anxiety about, are we going to make it through the month? And that is, the kind of a downside with a job is there's a lot of jobs don't have a lot of room to move up. You might get a cost of living increase, you might get like a 5% increase, but is it enough to really do what you were meant to do? You have something inside of you that is saying that you were created for more. You have something inside of you that is rising up and saying, hey, I was made for more than just getting by. I was made to live a life of impact. I was made to have more than enough. I was made to accomplish all of my dreams and goals. And maybe you've been looking at those dreams and goals and going, I am never going to get there. I'm never going to get there at this rate. Like, when am I ever going to get my debts paid off? When am I ever going to be able to take my family on vacation? But I want to give you hope that there is a way, and it is tapping into this billions of dollar a day industry that is out there. And this is so doable. I want you to know that this is so doable, even if you have no following, even if you have no tech experience. I mentioned that those automations, those are done for you, but I want to encourage you to allow yourself to think about what your dreams and your goals are for your life. Is it to get out of debt? Is it to get, financially free? Is it to not have to be a slave to your boss? Let me know in the comments what that would mean for you to be able to be financially free. What would that mean for you? Would it mean that you could quit your job? Would it mean that you could, spend more time with your kids? Would it mean that you could spend time with your grandkids? Let me know what that would mean for you. For me, it's paying off debt, learning these skills to bring in $900, $600, $300 following this 2-hour workday. Having an automation system that's out there working for me has meant money towards those dreams and goals, money towards debt reduction, but it's also given me that time back in my day because I have this automation system that's out there working for me. So I've been able to be with my kids. I've been able to be present this summer, to take them to the beach, to do all of the things. It's allowing me to, be the one who's there, bringing them on their first day of school, picking them up, being able to do all of the things with them, and to have the system that's working in the background for me. So again, this is projected to hit $3 billion per day. Why not you have a piece of that? Even if you had a small piece of that, that could totally change your family's life. Learning the skills to bring in $900 a day, learning our attraction marketing system and how you can have an automated system that's out there working for you. Do you realize that if you learn these skills to attract a daily paying customer at $900, that is the equivalent of $328,000 a year. My board's getting a little bit messier, but $328,000 a year. What would that do for your family? What if you could get to the end of 2025, look back at this moment and be like, I did it. I set out what I intended to do. I showed up for myself. I was consistent. I was coachable, and I learned these skills. And you're looking in your bank account and you're like, I did it. I now have that $328,000 in my bank account. You can look in the mirror, so proud of yourself of what you've accomplished. How would that make you feel to be able to learn these skills? Because it's $328,000, this is only getting one customer per day. It's a learning our attraction marketing to be able to have one customer a day at that $900 level and have that automation system that's out there working for you. With this automation system, again, 1 in 20 people who are going through this. This is amazingly high conversion rate with this automation system. All you need to do to attract a customer at that $900 level and see $900 in your bank account is to get this in front of 20 people a day. So I want to give myself a little bit more room here. If you want to go ahead and screenshot this, go ahead and screenshot this. Again, my name is Lee, for those of you who are just coming through. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4, and this is my website here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to be able to go there and check out all of the details. You're going to be able to look through the 4 different products that are available. And the best selling product is our $900 legacy builder. This means that the majority of your sales will be at that $900 level. This has been true for my own business since I got started in May, but it's also true across our community who are following this proven blueprint, who are following this process. And the majority of the sales that are coming in are at that $900 level. So I want you to think, how would that make you feel to have the skills to see $900 and then $900? That's $1,800. You get a third one, that's $2,700. It stacks up so much faster at that rate. And to come from, my background was selling products where I'm only making $10 off of or $20 off of. And I was looking at all of those expenses for the month, those, car repair bill, $1,000, another medical bill, another $1,000, a dishwasher breaks, another, $800. And those, adding up, how many things am I going to have to sell for $10? How many things am I going to have to sell at $20? And I was so stressed out and feeling like I was having to work harder and harder and put in more and more and more time, getting up early, staying up late. And so when I learned that our best selling product is $900 and I could have $900 and $900 and $900 following this proven process, following this step-by-step blueprint, I'm like, this is freeing up my life. This is allowing me to be able to be the kind of mom that I want to be. It's allowing me to be able to be present. It's allowing me to be able to, not be stressed and anxious and worried about how it's all going to work out. It's allowing me to be able to walk into a grocery store and not worry about what that total is going to be, because you guys know, if you've been in the grocery store, how expensive things are. So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. I'm going to go ahead and erase this so I can give myself a little bit more room. But if you go here, you're going to click to get the print. You're going to put in your email. You're going to be able to you're going to be able to see, exactly work for you and how you can bring in life-changing amount of income for your family. Because again, this has been life-changing for me and my family. I want to, that term life-changing might be a little bit overused, but for me, it really has, because it's not only given me a way to be able to bring in high dollar sales for my family and not be stressed out, but it's also given me that time back. So again, Empower Passive Income, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Give myself a little bit more room here so I can continue on with the 2-hour workday is what we're talking about today, and those automations. So again, the 2-hour workday is possible because you have automations that are out there working for you. These are done for you automations so that you don't have to figure out the tech behind it. You don't have to figure out how to go in and set it all up. You don't have to trial and error. This is a proven system that converts. It's a proven system that brings in sales. And when people go through this, they're going to go over to your website to be able to purchase from you. So I mentioned, our best-selling product is that $900 about the products, because with these, like the automation, you're going to set up your automation. It's 90% done. You just need to go and put in your domain. That's the name of your website, and then your payment gateways. That's how you're able to bring in those amounts, 900, 600, 300, and make 100% profit, because you are receiving those amounts directly from your customers. This isn't an MLM. Your customers are not going and paying somebody else and they're getting the majority of the money. You're getting 100% because you are the business owner with this. You are getting paid directly to your Stripe, to your PayPal, whatever that is that you've set up in the automation. So you'll set up the automation. I had this done in a single afternoon. I put my baby down for a nap and I was like, okay, I'm getting this done. I sat down and I had it done. And the next day my website was, all ready to go. My automation system was all ready to go and it was out there working for me. So imagine what that would feel like for you to sit down today and get your automation up and running, to go in and connect in your own website, get your own website. For me, it's like, okay, I don't like that tech. I don't even know how. So I had step-by-step videos to follow along with getting my own domain name, my own website, and then connecting that into my automations, setting up my payment gateways and connecting those over to the website. So how would that make you feel to have that set up today? And then you wake up tomorrow morning and you have this automation system that is out there working for you. You wake up tomorrow so excited that you have your own website that is out there 24/7, 365. You have your own automation system that is bringing you in sales at this $900 following our 2-hour workday. Again, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not about you, never doing any work, sitting in the sand, toes in the sand, never lifting a finger, but it's about putting in 2 hours of income earning activities to get people over into your automation system and let them decide for themselves completely rejection free if this is right for them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the products. So once you go through and set up your automations and you connect in your website, you connect in your payment gateways, that automation system is done. You don't need to go and touch it again. With the products, these are also done for you. And so I was looking at this because, I needed money now. I had expenses now. I didn't have time to sit around and try and figure something out. I didn't have time to go to YouTube and figure out, okay, how do I create something? I didn't have time, to be able to sit down and record lessons, create a course, and then, figure out how to market it. I needed a way to be able to make money now. And so I learned that I could have products that were done for me, that I didn't have to go and create. And so what this has done for me is it has saved me so much time. Going the DIY route, yes, it could be free. Like, yes, I could probably figure it out, but it would be years down the road before I made my first dollar. If things worked out, if I trialed and errored and figured out, how to do the other thing, it would be years down the road before I made my first sale. And so with these products, when I learned that I could have done for me products that are proven and that I didn't have to go and spend time on, this allowed me to start making money right away. Again, I had expenses now, just like you. You probably have bills now. You have things now that you need to be able to pay for. Maybe it's you're looking at your kids and you're like, okay, I would love to be able to take them on vacation, but you're like, okay, how am I going to pay for this? They're growing up way faster than I can even save money to go and take them on vacation. For me, that's kind of what it is, of looking at my kids and going, okay, they are growing so fast. I want to be able to take them on vacation, but at the same time, I have expenses. I've got, things I need to pay for. I've got medical bills, whatever that is. And so to be able to step in and have products where I can start making money from them on day one. So again, because you have your automation set up, because you have put in your payment gateways, this is what allows you to make 100% profit on these products because you are the business owner. This is not an MLM. You're not making somebody else rich from these. You are receiving those payments directly, and you didn't have to go and create them. So this just blew my mind that I could have products that were done for me that I didn't have to create, that I didn't have to spend time on before I saw my first dollar. So with this is what is called master resale rights. And I had never heard this term ever until May 20th. May 20th, I found out about master resale rights. And I'm like, yes, I need a way to be able to make money now. I don't have time to sit around and wait. I don't have time to try and figure it out on my own. I'm going to go ahead and get started. 2 days later, I'm like, yes, I am doing this. And it took about 4 to 5 weeks for me to follow through our blueprint. I will say that I didn't do everything perfectly and kind of did not listen to the coaching. Otherwise, sales may have started coming in a whole lot sooner than that 4 weeks. But that is incredibly shorter than just trying to go and figure out on my own and go in and hope that something works and hopefully make money years down the road. With this is a proven step by step blueprint that thousands of people are following and thousands of people are having success with. I have never seen anything like this. I have never seen so many people having success with this. When you're looking at a course, like I have done so much in online business and spent so much on various courses, but if you go in and look at courses, you might see they've got a couple testimonials. Maybe they have 5, maybe they have 10. Like if it's a really good product, maybe they have a dozen or 2 dozen. With this, we literally have thousands of people across the world, all ages, all walks of life, who are following this process and having success with it. So it totally like rocked my world when I saw thousands of people that are doing this. And what this means for you is that if they can do it, you can do it. And I kept looking at them and going, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. And now suddenly I'm starting, 4 weeks in after I got started the end of May, I was starting to make sales. And so now you can look at me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I am a nobody. I've got 4 kids. I'm, really busy, probably like you, where I've got all of the things, the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, we've got soccer, we've got violin, we've got swimming, all of the things, dance lessons. And to be able to have this 2-hour workday and to be able to bring in money following this proven blueprint, to be able to bring in money following a proven process that thousands of people are using, you know that you can have success with this because so many other people are having success. For those of you who are just hopping on here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. My name is Lee. Again, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. You can head here to my website to go in and get all of the details. I'm going to send you all of the details about exactly how this works, how the 2-hour workday works, and how you can have a done for you automation system that is out there working for you, how you have done for you products that you didn't have to go and create and you can start making money off of from day one. So with these products, there's actually 4 different products available. And what this can do for you is it can give you 4 different income streams. So imagine having 4 different income streams in a, what's set to be a $3 billion industry by 2027. So with these income streams, it means that you have income streams at 900, 600, 300. These come with our $900 legacy builder. And so how this works is you get the master resale rights for that product, but then you get the master resale rights for all of the products below that. And that's what gets you those 4 income streams. So it's actually like, if you add this up, I think it's like $1,900 of income streams that you get with that one product. So all you need to purchase is that one product. You actually get income streams on all 4 of those. Now, I have sold products at every single one of these levels, but again, this one is the best selling product. This is where the majority of my sales have come from. It's also where the majority of my income has come from because money stacks up so much faster at the $900 amount than, $100. Like that's awesome to make $100, but you're probably going to be lucky to walk into a grocery store and be able to get groceries with that, right? It's helpful, but $900 is life-changing. And so for me, this was the obvious choice. There are those 4 different options. When you go over to my website, you're going to be able to see those 4 different products. But for me, this was the obvious decision because A, it's the number 1 selling product. It is our best selling product. This is, where the majority across our community, this is where the majority of the sales are made, is with that $900. But I also, because of that, I knew that I didn't want to come in at one of these lower options and then leave money on the table. If I would have come in at one of these lower options, I would have left a ton of money on the table because again, the majority of my sales have been at that 900. I also knew, that I wanted all four of those income streams that were out there working for me, that are out there on my automation system, that are out there on my website, that I'm able to bring in. So this has been, I've had all of these 900, 600, 300, and 100, and these come in at 100% profit because you have your automation system set up, because you've gone in and put your payment gateways onto your website so your customers are able to pay you directly. So I want you to imagine for a second what having four income streams would feel like for you, to have four income streams that are out there working for you at these amounts. 900, to see $900 showing up in your bank account. You will not know what this feels like until you see it for yourself. I was completely skeptical. I didn't think that I would ever, see that amount coming into my bank account all at once. And so the day that this happened, it's like, wow, you look at your phone and it's, wow, like I think I about fell over when I saw $900. You will not know what that feels like until you experience it. But I want you to imagine what that would feel like to pick up your phone and go, wow, I just had $900 come in. I had no idea that this was in the pipeline. I had no idea that this was headed my way. I had no idea, that this was in the system, that somebody was going through my automation system and learning about these products, learning about the 2-hour workday, learning about having an automation system that can bring them in passive income, and then purchasing from you and seeing that 900 or seeing the 600 or seeing the 300. So I want you to think, what that would feel. And with all of these are about learning the skills to be able to bring in a daily paying customer at that level. So again, $900 for those of you who are just hopping in here, that $900 is $328,000 a year. That is all that it takes to make $328,000 a year, is attracting one customer a day at that $900 level. Again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. I'm going to be able to get you all of the details about these products. The very bottom one, the launch pad, that's kind of like dipping your toe into online business. And then with the $900 legacy builder, that's going to get you all four of the income streams, but it's also a business in the box where it covers literally every single thing in order to be successful with online business, including how to have multiple income streams, how to have reoccurring income, how to be able to even create your own course or service or program if that's something that you want to do. It's going to teach you affiliate marketing. It's going to teach you how to monetize in various ways and have those multiple streams of revenue. So it really is a business in a box. And I only wish that I would have had this a few years ago, because I have spent so much on various courses, a course for this, a course for that, a course for other, for something else, way more. I've spent way more than this. So to have, if I would have had this business in a box and to have it all, there in front of me with no ongoing cost, there's no membership costs or, fees to be part of a community or anything like that. It's like you get your product, you get those master resale rights attached to that. And then that's how you're getting 100% profit with no recurring expenses, no monthly expenses. Like you're literally hitting profit, you're in profit mode from day one. There are no other businesses that are like this out there. There's no other thing that, even if you go and create your own course, if you go and create your own thing that you want to be able to offer with that, you're not even going to be making 100% profit, because you're going to have expenses. You're going to have course hosting. You're going to have this, that, or the other thing. But with this, because you simply have the resale rights for them, you are making that 100% profit on those products. So again, I want you to imagine, I'm going to hop off here in just a minute. But I want you to imagine what that $328,000 could do for your family, and picture what your life would feel like, how free you would feel, how free you would feel from that stress, from that anxiety, from whatever it is that you have been experiencing around finances. For me, it was that stress and anxiety of, are we going to make it through the month, of, what's going to break next? What's going to be the next bill that's going to come in? What's the next hat that's going to drop? And so to have a way to be able to bring in life-changing amounts for my family with the 2-hour workday. So the products are done. You're just going to simply pick which product, those have master resale rights attached to them. Everything that you're going to find on my website has master resale rights. You can check the products off of your list. And so that leaves with the automation is done, the products are done. And so this is where that 2-hour workday comes in. And with the 2-hour workday, you are focused on income earning activities, and you're simply focused on getting people up into your automation system, and you're helping them discover your website, helping them discover the system, helping them discover that they can have a passive income stream, that they can have 4 passive income streams that are they're working for them. So this is simply helping people go through a discovery process to find you. And do you realize, in the day and age of where we are in 2024, there's 5.5 billion people who are on the internet, who are hanging out for free on social media that you can reach. So you don't ever, with our discovery methods in the 2-hour workday, you're never going to have an ad spend. You don't have to go out and spend money on ads. This is why when I say 100% profit, I mean 100% profit, because you're not having to go and spend money on ads or anything else. Like 100% profit, this is straight to you. So the 5.5 billion people, these are hanging out on the internet, on social media, hanging out for free, and we're able to reach them, reach these people, get in front of these people for free, right? And so with the 5.5 billion, if you think about this, because this number is mind-boggling to me, like I can't quite comprehend it. If we take just a fraction of that, if we take just 1% of that, that's 550 million. It's still mind-boggling number, but if just 1% were interested in learning about the system, if just 1% were interested in learning about this blueprint, that's still 550 people who are, out there. That's just a fraction. Be interested in learning in how to make money from home, would be interested in learning how they can have an automation system that's out there working for them, who would be interested in learning about products that are done for them, how they can make life-changing amounts of income for their family. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to any questions, because I'm getting ready to hop off here. My husband's headed into work for the day. But if you've got questions, that's what I am here for. And with the discovery, part of the discovery is just getting out there and getting on social media, getting on the internet, and getting your website discovered. Because when you can get people over to your website, that means it's completely rejection free. It means that you have that automation system that is out there working for you. It means that you have people coming into the automation system, going through, learning about those products, and then going over to your sales page when they're like, yes, I would love to have a 2-hour workday. Yes, I would love to have an automation system that's out there working for me. Yes, I would love to start making money right away with done for me products and not have to figure out how to make something, how to create something, hope to make my first dollar way down the road, years down the road. But I would love to have a way to be able to make money now. I totally get that if that's where you're coming from, because that is the exact place that I was in. I needed a way to be able to make money now. I had expenses now. And so to have this, and then people are going to be able to go through that automation system and find out for themselves, choose for themselves if this is right for them. And at that point, they're going into your automation, they're clicking over to your sales page and they're saying yes. And at that point, they become your new customer. And that is when you see that $900, that $600 showing up in your bank account at that 100% profit. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this, grab a screenshot of this before I erase this. But again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. That is my website there, where you can go in and check out all of these products. But I'm going to leave you with one final thought before I hop off here and tell my husband goodbye for the day. But if you could learn our 2-hour workday, master that 2-hour workday, and then be able to attract that customer at that $900 level. Again, $900, that is $6,300 a week. And then that is $328,000 a year. What would that do for you? How would that make you feel to learn those skills, to be able to attract that daily paying customer at that $900 level, that $328,000 a year? And do you realize you do this in 2025? You jump in now, You start learning these skills, start building up your skills, start building your brand, and start seeing that $900 a day. Say, the end of the year hits, January 1 hits, you see this all of 2025, you get to the end of the year, you've got 328,000 in your bank account. You do that in 2025. You do that in 2026. You do that again in 2027. You are what? You are a self-made millionaire from an online business with products that you didn't have to create, with not having tech skills, with a website that you didn't have to create, where you didn't have to have any of those tech headaches. So what would that do for you? I want to leave you with that one final thought. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here so I can say goodbye to my husband and wish you a happy rest of your day. Again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. My name is Lee, and I'm a stay-at-home mom of four. And I want you to know that if I can do this, if I can learn this process, if I can follow this step by step, you can do this too. If I can look at my phone and see $900 coming in, $600 coming in, if I can do this, you can do this. And I'm here for you. I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way. Again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there. You're going to put in your email. Any of those emails that you get from me, if you've got questions, then go ahead and reply to those, and I will personally answer those and help you decide if this is right for you. All right. I am so excited to have you go and check this out. Again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. And I will be back here to talk more about this tomorrow. Bye, and have a fabulous rest of your day.